With the red velvet train in a full steam, we're just going to keep it rolling because today, another request. One came from Adam. He's our marketing guy over at the Cellucor headquarters up there in New York. He said, "How about a cheesecake?" And I said, "I can do a cheesecake, so let's get it rolling." Usually I make a bigger one in a springform pan, which I highly suggest you cook cheesecakes in. Today I'm just going to use a regular pyrex dish, which is also okay as well. This is just going to be a smaller cheesecake, around 400 calories, very high protein, medium carb, and a low fat cheesecake. I'm going to use 1 scoop of the Core Performance Whey, 34 grams, 6 grams, not scoops, of Splenda in here, and 8 grams of the sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix. That's my dry ingredients. Wet ingredient-wise, what I have in here is 4 ounces of cream cheese. I have 75 grams of yogurt, which is about 3 ounces. And I'm going to add a dash of almond milk and 1 whole egg. But first things first, you should always leave the cream cheese and the egg out at a room temperature, especially when making a cheesecake. That's very important. It helps the cream cheese kind of not get as hard and kind of, thin out a little bit. So that way, our first step is literally just going to beat the cream cheese into a very creamy state. Put it on a high power. Shouldn't take long, just cream it up. Alright, that's done. Now, what are we going to do? Add in all of our dry. Okay. Add in our Greek yogurt. And buy a dash of almond milk, guys. Like, literally, just let it come out. Just get a little bit in there. Get it a little bit wet. That's all you need. This is going to come out very thick, but that's fine. That's how it should be. Especially when it bakes, so it sticks together. See, as you can see there, just a little dash. No harm, no foul. So what I'm going to do is use the mixer again on a low speed and just mix this all together. See that? It's like a paste, literally. That's fine, because now what we're going to do is add in our egg. So, lift that up, and holy cow, that smells delicious. So we're going to add in our egg, like so. Okay? Now, again, low speed. You want to hold the moisture inside the cheesecake. This also helps prevent cracking when baking. This should give you more of a nice, thicker consistency. Not totally like sludge-like, but this more looks like a pancake batter recipe in essence as far as the batter looks. Okay? Don't want to overbeat it, just enough to get it mixed up. Okay? And there's a little bit left, which I'm going to scrape off into here. Okay? So just take this, take your fingers, run it along. Batter is done. We're going to put the oven on 250. We're going to first cook this 30 minutes, turn it up to 300, and cook for 50 minutes. So I'm going to take my cooking spray, take another Pyrex dish, coat it up, take my spatula, transfer over my red velvet cheesecake, which is soon to be baked. And once you get it all in there, make sure you even it out so you don't get a deformed looking cheesecake when it does bake. And guys, remember, the thing with cheesecakes, the slower the better. Just like any other thing you primarily cook in real life. Think about ribs. Alright, the slower the better. You slow cook those bad boys, they're going to fall right off the bone. Anything you would cook in a smoker, you could cook brisket, pork, things along those lines. Don't rush it. The slower, the better. Alright? So, with that said, I'm going to put this in the oven at 250 for 30 minutes. Turn it up to 300 for 50 minutes. So in an hour and 40 minutes, we're going to come back. And what you're going to do is you're going to give it the good old toothpick test. It should be ready to rock and roll. Alright, guys? So, in it goes. This only took about 40 minutes on 300. So we went 250 degrees for 30 minutes and 40 minutes on 300 degrees. And guys, as you can see, it's going to be tough because this is still hot. It's just a little bit brownish on top, but the thing rose almost all the way to the top. which is good. Toothpick, put it in, nothing comes out. It's exactly what you want to see. The thing with the cheesecake, you gotta let it sit in the fridge overnight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this sit here, let the plate cool down a little bit before I put it in the fridge, set it in overnight. All you're gonna do, guys, is take it, flip it over on a little plate, and you'll be good to go. Like I said, all the directions, information, macronutrients, and also ingredients are in the comment box below. You have a link to my Instagram, a link to my YouTube, which you're watching right now. You have my Cellucor.com code Bkupniewski, which gives you 20% off your order to pick up things like the Core Performance Whey. You can also pick up Alpha Amino, Core BC.